Hi everybody, Old Iron Will here, working on the Fuller & Johnson pump project again. You can see I made a little bit of a change here. Went with a bigger tub rather than the pail. Just didn't like the looks of the pail and stuff like that on there. I thought it looked a little small and stuff like that. And I couldn't find a well cup, so decided I'd go this route. And yeah, so I'll show you quickly how I put that on there. And yeah, we'll get working on, I think, pump jack arms and stuff like that today. So stick around, we'll keep working on this project. Put some silicone on there just as a extra measure of security to guard against any leaks. So just clears. So So guys, I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. I'm just gonna have a tube of ultra gray Permatex here. I'm just gonna use that for, instead of making a gasket for the well spout flange. So Almost need another hand. And I've knocked zinc plating off the nuts, carriage head bolts, and the nuts as well. So I've just snugged it up for now. I'll let that set and cure. So really, for right now, I think I'm going to take this portion of it off the workbench, and we'll start working on the pump jack arms. I think that's the next step. So. Well guys, here's the pump jack arms. Gonna work on getting everything taken apart on those. So looks like it's got some sort of a bad bearing that they've put on the bottom of the arms here for the pins. We'll see how badly wore they are. I may look at replacing them with a bronze bushing or something like that. So use things like their old penny nails and stuff like that they used to use, right, for in place of cotter pins. But so really, it's just going to be a matter of, I'll probably put you on a tripod here, and we'll work at trying to get all the nuts and bolts and hardware apart. And I know it looks like there was some wear on the pins, so I'm kind of wondering what I'm going to need to do with these bushings. But I think we'll get everything apart, and then we'll size stuff up and see where we need to go. Well guys, I got one side off. I got the easier side off, sadly. The other one's going to be a challenge. So took a lot of heat. They were really stuck up here at the cross arms. So I'll be able to show you. There's been quite a bit of rust and stuff on the other side, and a bit of the pin where it locks onto is rusted away, and it's going to be interesting. Got to figure this one out here. Got to think about it for a minute. So. Not sure how well you can see that or not, but again, quite a bit of it has rotted away there. So I'm going to clean that up. Probably take the grinder to it a little bit, clean off what I can, then give it a really good wire brush so I can see what I'm working with. And then I'm probably, once I get that nail ground off and everything like that they used again, hopefully there's enough material left there that we can work with it. So wish me luck. starting to move. There we go, we got the pin out of it. So like I say, I think I'm gonna just wire brush that up as much as I can. See what I got there, and then most likely gonna need a lot of heat on this one as well. There you go, guys. Not sure how well you can see that or not, but definitely see she's rotted away with corrosion and rust and everything like that. So anyways, I'm going to heat her up because I don't think there's much luck of it breaking free like that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be stuck as bad as the last one, if not worse. So now we're moving. Slowly coming out. Success. Put it over on the welding table here to let her cool off for a while. So there you can see what I meant by the Babbitt inserts there. There's definitely some wear in there. Quite a bit of corrosion and rust buildup too, where the two uprights join. Here's the other one. It's fairly thin there on the one side. So that's what I mean. I'm thinking, I'm really leaning towards putting some brass bushings in there. I've got the pins right now in the ultrasonic cleaner, so once they come out, I'll maybe size it up. But right now we got her all apart. So success so far. So here's the pins, guys. There's a lot of wear, so I'm gonna have to do something to address it. So actually they come in like this, but just look at the slop and wear in there. So I think I'm gonna melt them out. They're both the same way. So I think that's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna melt that. I'm sure it's Babbitt, so it sure looks like Babbitt. I'm gonna try and melt it out of there, and then we'll find a bronze bushing that I'll either fit or I'll machine to fit. And then the other thing I got to decide, there is a bit of a ridge on here as well. Not sure how hard this would be to machine, but do I true this up and fit my bushing to it? That's what I'm leaning towards doing. So. But anyways, I think the first step, I'm gonna melt this, see if this is Babbitt, and get it out of here so I can start getting some sizing. So I got those cleaned out. I screwed up. I thought I had the camera on when I melted the Babbitt out, but obviously I didn't, so not sure it's... There's the little bit of Babbitt that come out, so... Not a lot, but sorry that I didn't get that on camera anyway, so... So I did find a couple of bushings. They're not quite, they're about 1 3/8 and I need 1 inch. So on the outside, but they do fit the pins pretty good. Just, I think I gotta just dress up the ends here. So for whatever reason, they're kind of mushroomed there. So whether somebody was pounding on them or what, I'm not sure. But so I'll probably take those and put them on the lathe, just dress the ends of them up a little bit just for kind of where the cotter pin goes, and that should be good. And then I'll have to turn this down to 1 inch just to fit inside those. And I think we've got this, we can get the bottom part of the pump jack arms rectified anyways. So I think that's the next step. So like I say, the plan is just to clean up the very end of it there, so. I don't need to take much off of this, so. Awful close right now. I think we're taking pretty light cuts, so only 1 or 2 thousandths at a time. So. Here we go. Sorry, I inserted it off camera there quickly, just was curious, and it was a perfect fit. So now once the pinch bolts come up, I'll drill a hole through the side here for an oil hole. And we'll work on there, so should be good. One done. I'll probably